morning, kids. We need to talk about this. The Metropolitan Police saying that their tolerance of any disruption, whether through protest or otherwise, at the Coronation will be low, saying that they will deal robustly with anyone intent on undermining the celebration. So let's get a couple of things straight, because the Tories are clearly going to try and spin this as them just trying to keep the public safe from violent rioters. 1. Violence and rioting are already crimes. 2. I fully accept that if one person chooses to physically block another person, for example at a Coronation march, then it is the police's job to remove that first person before it escalates into a physical conflict. And we see footage of that all the time, and I have no issue with that as long as it's done humanely. But what this tweet is talking about is clamping down on fully peaceful protests, like simply raising your voice, which is where the Policing Act, formerly the Policing Bill, comes in. Because according to the Tories' new law, the police are now allowed to stop protesters from making any noise which may cause people nearby to feel either alarm or distress. Translation: if you raise your voice at a protest in a way that a police officer thinks that somebody nearby might not like, you can be fined up to £2,500. That leaves it completely up to the judgment of the police officer who happens to be on charge that day. So when they say things like our tolerance will be low, that should be setting off alarm bells in all of our heads. Now I know some of you may be thinking, but we should be allowed to celebrate the Coronation in peace without hearing people shouting, "Not my king," or "All hail Queen Diana." But A, it's a public place and you'll be showing your support for the royal coronation very much in the faces of everybody nearby, so why shouldn't they be able to express their views back to you? And B, most importantly, this is being paid for by the taxpayer at a cost of nearly £250 million. This isn't some private party that you paid for out of your own pocket. Everybody is paying for this, so everybody should get a say. But there's a bigger question about who we are as a country, because right now the people of the UK are suffering the sharpest fall in living standards ever recorded. Millions of people are skipping meals in order to keep their children fed, and yet we're spending £250 million on a party for the billionaire king to tell him that he's the king. And yet, according to the Tories and the Metropolitan Police, the only views that are allowed to be heard on that day are ones of joyous support and groveling allegiance. And if you're not happy with that, you'll be dealt with, arrested and given a £2,500 fine. And that's where the violence comes in, because, and I think it was Deborah Francis White who said it, I'm still waiting for her to text me back, but the fastest way to start a riot is to stop a protest. By criminalizing our basic human rights, the Tories have deliberately pitted the police against the people. The Tories want the violence because they want to have videos that they can use to make progressives and anybody who questions the monarchy or them look like violent thugs, because that'll give them an excuse to make more laws to attack our human rights. But if there's footage of peaceful protesters shouting loudly but not obscenely, and the police officers attack them anyway, that is the Tories' worst nightmare. So if you are protesting at the Coronation tomorrow, please be as peaceful as humanly possible. But we cannot let them silence us. Have a great week.